Bastion. Now this boss might be a little bit confusing, but I promise you I will make it very, very simple for you. Hey guys, it's Albetium and you know how this goes. Before I even think about asking you to click that like or subscribe button for me, please allow me a chance to earn that from you. With that being said, let's get in on this. And the boss fight itself. Now, from the very beginning, you're going to be noticing there's a lot of these nodes for jumping on the floor, and they are going to be extremely relevant later. Now, this attack, I always recommend if you don't have power, maybe use the shield to recharge that. Now, this attack right here, it did hit me initially, but how we go on about while handling this is running under one of these platforms and then just keep mobile yet again. Anytime when he's doing these attacks, you can always be using these platforms. You don't need to be moving forward or backwards. You're going to be making that decision yourself. But sometimes you can actually be jumping in place up and down so you don't lose the orientation and just your footing. So you can always land back on this platform and then just go and jump again. Because sometimes he just keeps, adding more height to those attacks. And you saw right here how we went about that attack. We always go underneath one of these platforms and it's pretty much going to be rendering that attack useless. But you do have to move, and I mean move a lot, and you can even be attacking him while he's doing that. Now anytime he's using this type of attack and later it's going to be changing colors, you should be using the shield only if there isn't any red color. And basically that's going to be the phase 1, guys. And the phase 2. Now the phase 2, it's not going to be a lot difficult. Anytime you see red color, you need to stay away from it. If the whole wall is red, then you're just going to be using one of these nodes on the floor to jump over it. Now this attack with these 2 salvos of homing projectiles, you can completely neutralize by holding the shield, which is something that I myself forgot. So why am I showing you that? So you know that making mistakes is also going to be okay. You don't need to be playing perfectly, and that's the point of a guide. Now you see a familiar attack again and how we're just dealing with that. Clever use of the shield is going to be going a long way. And don't forget that anytime you are using the shield, you're going to be recharging your alternative fire, which is going to be greatly, greatly helpful. And this is basically the strongest, most dangerous attack where he gives these rings a lot of height. But we already covered how we're going to be dealing with that. And that's basically your phase 2, guys. And phase 3. Now, as you can see, we're just going over these walls by using the platforms up there. But you always have to be mobile, I say again, because the platforms, they're urging you to get off because they are going to be igniting and they do a heck of a lot of damage. But because they are themselves stationary and you are mobile, it's not really that big of a deal. Now, this attack that we saw in phase 2, it's basically, you can just hold the shield while you are jumping, and I even chose not to do that because those blue projectiles, they do disappear pretty damn fast. Now don't fall for this trick where he is using the low rings, because they actually can move a little bit faster, so you are gonna have to make a decision just to adjust in the air, maybe move backwards, forward, even use the dashing a little bit to correct your trajectory, and that's going to be pretty much it. The most dangerous attacks are going to be the wall attacks, where there's going to be a lot of these that are red. If it's red, that means get up there. Yellow or blue, it's really not a problem. Now here I just started goofing off and messing up, so you can make a lot of mistakes and still be victorious. Now he is going to be mixing in a lot of these attacks that we already learned how to deal with, and always I keep saying, don't forget to use your alternative fire, because that is going to be a lot, and I do mean a lot of damage that is simply going to be making this whole boss fight a lot faster. And you know what? The faster you end this, the less opportunity there is for you to be, hit yourself. Guys, it's really a fun boss fight that is just, there's a rhythm to everything, and if you don't panic, you absolutely are going to be victorious. Just remember, all of these attacks, we learned how to deal with them, and that's pretty much it. It's okay to make mistakes. You don't need to play perfect. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.